Eliminator RC presents RCTV, your radio-controlled authority. Brought to you in part by RC Pit Stop, bringing the best of RC to BC since 1989. And John's Hobbies, Toronto's local hobby store. With your host, Nick Rack.
Good morning, Canada. Welcome to this week's episode of RCTV. On this week's episode, we're going to be heading out to Chatham to see planes, and more planes. Then we're going to be hooking up with Ryan from Winnipeg, and he's going to show everybody how to paint car bodies. Then we're going to be heading out to BC to see a great fun fly with a 3D guy. But first, boat racing from the Northern Nats, London, Ontario. Here we go. Okay, folks, here we are in beautiful London, Ontario. We have blue skies, green water, fast boats. We're here to Northern Nats. Check out this boat racing and don't touch that channel. Well, folks, here we are again. It's 2010. It's been a year since I've seen you, Mike. Last year we're at the Northern Nats again, right? For once, we have the beautiful weather going.
Finally.
Yeah, so what are we going to see today? What has changed in the RC boating since the last time we saw you?
Well, I think we're seeing a lot more gas boats out here now. Gas boats is increasing quite a bit. Nitros are a little bit on the decline, but because this is such a big race, there's about an equal number of gas boats and nitro boats.
Are the gas boats comparing in speed and durability to the nitro boats?
Oh, gas boats are just getting faster, but when you get the big motor, the nitro boats are still faster than the gas boats because they're lighter weight. But I'll tell you, these gas boats, we got some gas boats out here doing in the mid-70s today.
Okay, we're here today with Harvey Hill. Harvey, nice to meet you. And you're racing one of the cracker boxes.
Well, one of them, yeah.
Now, tell us all about this one, first of all.
This one was built by Ivan Brodeur in Lafayette, Louisiana. It's African Paduke, birch, and black walnut.
Did it take him a long time to build this?
Not really, no. He does fantastic work on any of his boats. But I always wanted one with the little barrel back on it. I knew it was beyond my skills to build it, so I had Ivan do it.
Now, what kind of motor is this?
That's a Zenoa 260.
And it's gas powered. That doesn't look like a nitro.
Yeah, no, they're not nitro. I don't run nitro anymore.
So back here you got all your controls, right?
Yeah, your radio box.
Your radio box, right? Your servos, right? Where's your gas tank on it? Up in the front there. Okay, folks, we're here today with Charles and Peter Dukes, and we're here at the Northern Nats in London, Ontario. Whatever compelled you, Charles, to get into boat racing?
Well, I like things that go fast, and I like to race against other people, so I'm pretty competitive, and this offers all of those things.
Now, you were telling me earlier that you started this when you were a teenager.
Right, yeah, I was 15 or so, and I saw some of these boats run at a demonstration, and I was hooked from that point on.
Yeah, then you got, obviously Peter loves it too, right?
Yeah, he's enjoying it. He was in contention for first place going into that last race, and all of his competitors were adults, so he hangs in there.
Now, how hard is it to drive the boat? Is it fairly difficult?
It's easy if one boat's out there, but when you get 6 of them all doing unpredictable things, it gets a little dicey.
Is it very expensive to start out?
I guess everything's relative, but if you're running a cracker box boat, you can get into it with the motor and the radio and all the hardware. They're probably in the $500, $600, $700 range, somewhere around there.
So it's a little more expensive than like an RC car.
Yes, it is. Those motors will run and run and run. They run with a spark plug just like your car does, and so you can run the same spark plug all year round, which is obviously different from the nitro boats.
Yeah, where you have to
you're changing the little glow plugs every heat, and you go through a dozen of them in a weekend.
And you got to tune them up all the time.
You got more tuning, yeah. With these stock motors, you can set the needles, leave them there all year. kind of worry-free. Kind of nice for the beginner.
And that's called the Cracker Box.
Cracker Box.
So there you go, folks. Get a Cracker Box. Have some fun in the water, folks. Stick around. We'll be right back.